Have you heard of Myron Golden? I know you've heard of him because he's one of the biggest and best speakers in the world right now, literally. And he's one of my coaches. I was blessed to actually learn from him. But did you know he has a secret wealth strategy? Something that he doesn't really reveal to the public, but only hints at? What if I told you that this strategy, I saw him make over $400,000 in 3 days right in front of me using this exact strategy? Well, we're going to go into it and I'm going to break it down step by step. You see, what Myron actually does that nobody really knows about is options trading. Yes, I said it. Myron Golden actually trades options. I remember there was a trade he mentioned in one of his videos where he put $600,000 into a trade, and literally in 3 days, it became $1.1 million, making over $400,000 with his money. See, one thing that people don't realize is whenever you make money, whatever you're doing with it, whether that's business, whether that's finance, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether that's your 9 to 5, the place to go to multiply your money in the fastest way, in the most efficient way, is actually the market. So here are 3 things he did when he actually traded these options to actually make money. Number 1, he took advantage of the market cycle. At this point during the market, there was news coming out that the market was going to go down. Not only just the S&P 500, but the Dow and other things were also headed to go down. So what did he do? He placed trades, he placed a bet that the market was going to go down. And because it did that, he literally almost doubled his money in 3 days. This is called put options. So when you think the market is going to go down, what you do is you buy something called puts, and then you actually make money as the market goes down. And then there's another trade he did when he thought the market was going to go up. He bought calls and he made money as the market went up. So that's the difference. If you want to make money when the market goes up, you buy calls. If you want to make money when the market goes down, you buy puts. So this is the strategy Myron has been using for years to actually make money on his money. Outside of coaching, outside of any different thing. Why? Because he understands something called the velocity of money. And you need to write this down. The velocity of money is how fast your money can move by itself. Either doing business, either trading, either putting it in the market, either investing in a CD, whatever the vehicle is, the velocity of money is how fast money moves and how much return you're getting for that opportunity. So if you know that buying a car and renting on Turo has a certain velocity of money, namely, let's say you're going to make $300 to $500 a month from it, but let's say something else like putting it in the market has another velocity of money, which means that you're going to make maybe $5,000 from it. Well, the velocity of money from the market is faster than the velocity of money from Turo. So what you would rather do is learn and utilize the velocity of money that's faster. Yes, there's different things you need to understand. Yes, there's risk that's involved. There's risk involved in both. Yes, there's a certain level of knowledge and practice that you want to have, but that's what makes the velocity of money in those things worth it. So what you need to do is learn and work at skills that have a higher velocity of money. And the market by itself, depending on what option strategy or what strategy you use, has different velocities of money. For example, if you're just buying stocks and selling stocks, that's a certain level velocity of money. If you're now buying and selling options, that's another level velocity of money. If you're buying and selling futures, that's another level of velocity of money. If you're selling options, that's another velocity of money. If you know how to do calls, puts, straddles, all these other techniques, that's another velocity of money. Now, I don't want to overwhelm you in this video. What I'm trying to do is show you examples of different things you can do to actually multiply your money. And guess what, by the way, I do videos on a lot of these option strategies on this channel. So if you follow and just go through my videos, especially my most recent ones or the ones coming up, you will see that I've recorded videos on these things step by step. And actually, this is the video I would actually start with right here. I'm going to put it somewhere on the screen so you can understand both sides to actually buying and selling options. So what you need to realize is Myron Golden does not have to work another day in his life. Why? Because his money is not unemployed. This is a statement that he said to me one time. Actually, 2 that I want to leave you with. The first one is, the problem is that you're not getting paid enough. The problem is you're not getting paid fast enough. So for example, if you took your whole year's paycheck and you condensed it and made it in 1 week, literally think about it, how would that change your life and your financial situation? Number two, not only if you take your whole paycheck and you make it in 1 week, what if you make it in a day? How would that change your life and your situation? So it's not that you're not getting paid enough, it's that you're not getting paid fast enough. The second thing he mentioned is this, is that most people's money are unemployed, so they have to be overemployed. See, if your money is underemployed, you yourself, you have to be overemployed. So what you need to do is learn how to employ your money. Warren Buffett says it like this: if you don't make money while you sleep, you're going to work for the rest of your life. So there's no better day than today to start learning how to put your money to work for you. I put a lot of videos and resources in this channel for free, so you can go ahead and watch that. If you want more of an advanced training, obviously I do a 5-day training once a month where I teach this stuff live, so you can ask your questions. So if you have any questions, go ahead and type it below and I'll chat with you soon.